If you are a junior developer, you are first. That is not an opinion, that is what the data says. And if you are mid-level, you are not far behind. Welcome back to CodeSunset. I am Ethan Cole. In the last episode, we established the reality. AI is not causing a recession. It is causing a structural shift. Jobs are not coming back in the form you knew them. But that raises an obvious question. Who goes first? Who has 5 years? Who has 10? And where do you sit on that ladder? Today, we are going to map out the AI replacement timeline. 3 phases. Concrete roles. No guesswork. Just pattern recognition based on what companies are already doing right now. Let us start with phase 1. This is happening now through the next 2 years. The roles being displaced first share one thing in common. They are defined by repetitive, pattern-based work. And AI is exceptionally good at patterns. Junior developers are at the top of this list. Not because they are bad engineers, but because the tasks they are typically assigned, fixing simple bugs, writing boilerplate code, building standard CRUD interfaces, are exactly the tasks that AI handles well today. GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and similar tools can generate this code in seconds. A senior engineer with AI assistance can now absorb the output of 2 or 3 juniors without breaking a sweat. Next on the phase 1 list is QA and testing roles. Automated test generation is already here. Tools are writing unit tests, integration tests, and even end-to-end tests based on code analysis. Google reported that AI-generated tests caught bugs their human QA teams had missed, while running in a fraction of the time. When AI can write better tests faster, the economic argument for large QA teams collapses. Support engineers are also in phase 1. Tier 1 and Tier 2 technical support is being absorbed by AI at staggering speed. Klarna replaced 700 customer service agents with AI in 2024 and reported the same satisfaction scores. That was customer support. Developer support and internal tooling support follow the same logic. And finally, basic front-end development. If your job is translating Figma designs into React components, AI can already do about 80% of that work. Tools like Vercel's V0 generate functional UI code from screenshots and descriptions. The remaining 20% still needs a human, but that means you need 1 developer where you used to need 4. Now, phase 2. This is the 2 to 5 year window. And this is where it gets uncomfortable for people who thought mid-level roles were safe. Mid-level feature builders, the engineers who take a spec and turn it into a working feature, are squarely in this window. As AI models improve at understanding context, maintaining state across larger code bases, and reasoning about system interactions, the gap between what a senior engineer can do with AI and what a mid-level engineer does independently will shrink dramatically. Companies like Anthropic and OpenAI are already demonstrating AI agents that can implement multi-file features from natural language descriptions. It is not perfect yet, but it does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough to change the hiring math. DevOps automation roles are also in phase 2. If your primary value is writing Terraform configs, managing CI/CD pipelines, and scripting deployments, AI is coming for that workflow. We will cover this in detail in episode 6, but the short version is this. If your job is automation, you are competing with the ultimate automation tool. Phase 3 is the 5-year and beyond window. This is where things slow down, and it is important to understand why. Architecture decisions, strategic engineering, system design at scale. These require something AI currently struggles with. Context that spans years of institutional knowledge, trade-off analysis with incomplete information, and the ability to say no to a technically correct solution because of political, financial, or organizational reasons. AI can suggest architectures, it can evaluate trade-offs against known patterns, but it cannot sit in a room with a CTO, a product manager, and a finance director and navigate the competing priorities that shape real engineering decisions. That said, even phase 3 roles will feel pressure. AI will not replace principal engineers in 5 years, but it will make it so companies need fewer of them. Instead of 5 architects across 5 teams, Maybe you need two who leverage AI to cover broader scope. Here is the key line I want you to remember. AI eats repetition first. Strategy survives longer. That is the pattern. The more your day-to-day work looks like following instructions, implementing known patterns, and executing predictable tasks, the shorter your timeline. The more your work looks like navigating ambiguity, making judgment calls, and influencing decisions, the longer you have. But longer does not mean forever. It means you have more time to adapt. And adaptation is not optional. It is the only strategy. So look at this ladder honestly. Phase 1 is the bottom rung, and it is already burning. Phase 2 is warming up. Phase 3 has time, but the heat is rising. Where are you on this ladder? And more importantly, what are you doing about it? Drop a comment. Tell me where you sit. Subscribe to CodeSunset. Next episode, we are going to dismantle one of the biggest lies in tech right now. They say AI increases productivity. Let us look